if you want to look after your country, you got to look after it like our old ancestors did. If you look after country, country will look after you. The biggest attraction for living here is a wonderful place to raise a family, the sense of community, certainly our family's choice of industry.
I love the open spaces, sunrises, sunsets, and I'm passionate about running sheep.
I think what comes across clearly is that people, they really value the area and they love it, not just the people that live here all the time, but the people that visit.
Once you've lived in the country, you really just want to come back. You get drawn to that really casual lifestyle, the really sense of community that you get from the country.
The open space for me is tremendous. The unspoiled nature, so you can still get out to these places and sort of forget about the pressures of city living. And but for me, it's the fact that our ecosystems are largely as they were many, many years ago. So.
It's so important to get cultural people to work on their piece of land.
The peace that it brings, particularly for me working on country, the peace of being out here is indescribable, but it makes you feel complete to be here. When you look at the scenery, and I'm looking up at the hills now, and it's just there in front of me, and I'm home. And it's really important.
The reason why I want to connect our people back to country is they need to come home for healing and have that connection to country and have that sense of belonging.
Get out there and suck it up, this is where your heart is, this is where the heartbeat is, and you have to get out there and be a part of it to really, really appreciate how valuable our culture is to ourselves and to the wider community as well. So yeah, if you ever get the chance, just get out the country and meet some people, interact with the community, and you'll probably never leave like me.
If you look after country, country will look after you. And our spirits that are in the, on the country will look after you too as well. We might not see our old people, but they're there. And when you preserve them, they'll look after us in a good way.
In the garden with your roses, running barefoot through your hair, rolling down the valley to where your heart beats louder. I swear I will be there. Run a river through your mountain.
There's been a lot of work that's happening behind the scenes, and the approach that we've taken with a systems approach with the plan has actually made our job a lot harder, but I think we've ended up with a better product.
Systems thinking is thinking much broader than your just immediate community area. It's thinking in terms of demographics, it's thinking in terms of environment and ecosystems. It's thinking much broader than just your immediate area.
It looks at what we value in the area, what are the things that you want to keep. It brings in not only the physical aspects, but I suppose the intangibles like the peace of mind, the feeling that the country gives people, and the connection that people have over time.
I think they'd like to see that we're looking after the region and using their funds wisely, and hopefully through this new plan approach we can do that.
Partners in the plan are everyone that has an interest or an investment in the Sal region. Traditionally we used to think of just landholders involved in cattle or sheep grazing, but really it involves anyone who has some sort of activity in the South Australian Arid Lands region, and that comes down to the tourists that come out from Adelaide or Brisbane as well. So it's everyone.
This for you, my dear, is my prayer. I'll be sailing